In spite of a last wicket stand of 64 runs, Somerset were still second best on the opening day of their LV County Championship match with Warwickshire at Edgbaston, where Jitan Patel took 5 for 89 to give his side the edge. Batting first after winning the toss, Somerset looked to their captain Marcus Trescothick to get them off to a good start, although he didn't always find the returning Keith Parker the easiest of men to face first thing, in spite of these boundaries. Varun Chopra turned to Patel as early as the 11th over, and with his very first ball, the spinner had Tom Abel edging to Ricky Clark at slip, the skilled fielder clinging on. If seeing Patel on so early was a surprise, then so was the decision to promote Michael Bates to number 3 in the order, in spite of him failing to make a score of any kind in his short time at the county. On this occasion, he showed his fighting qualities, which allowed Trescothick to dominate the scoring, he and his young partner adding 46 runs together in 19 largely untroubled overs. Bates stuck it out for 70 minutes for his 16 runs, but just before lunch, he flicked this ball from Patel into the hands of Chopra at mid-wicket, with a total on 79 for 2. 9 more runs have been added to that when, after the break, Trescothick on 48 made it 3 for the Kiwi as he sliced a turning ball out to Laurie Evans. Tom Cooper was recalled into the Somerset team but edged his third delivery to Clark, Chris Wokes, with the first of his 3 quick wickets, which now left the visitors in some trouble on 88 for 4. Patel was given plenty of overs for a first day, and not all of them went exactly to plan. Jim Allenby struck the 6th ball he faced over the rope for a maximum to bring up the Somerset 100. Since chasing down more than 400 to beat Notts last month, Somerset have really struggled for runs, and when James Hildreth nicked Wokes to Chopra on 11, they'd slipped to 111 for 5 on this occasion. And after Allenby went big again off Patel, they were 6 down with 127 runs on the board as Peter Trigo was squared up by Wokes to be caught in the gully by Evans. Not for the first time, the visitors were saved by their lower order. Craig Overton looks more accomplished with the bat each time he uses one, and he was soon playing in his normal positive way, with some fortune mixed in, to quickly add 25 runs with Allenby, who fell for 37 as he edged Clark to Patel, leaving with his side on 152 for 7. Warwickshire had been very good in the field at this point. That was until Abdurrahman offered some catching practice to the slips, but was spilled. The best innings of the day was provided by Overton, a man who appears to take it in turns with his twin brother to play for Somerset. Craig proved yet again that he is the better batsman of the two, and these aggressive runs were important ones for his team. He'd raced into the 40s when he lost Rahman at the other end for 13. Patel back on to pick up a wicket in the first over of his new spell as the batsman picked out Ian Westwood in the deep. Overton had especially enjoyed the bowling of Oliver Hannon-Dolby, and this single off the Yorkshireman had the all-rounder at his latest 50 off only his 45th delivery, from which he'd found the boundary on 8 occasions, 3 in one Hannon-Dolby over at one point. But Overton was soon out, superbly held at short leg by Sam Hain for 51, as Patel bagged the 17th 5-wicket haul of his career, but his first of this campaign. His exploits for his county over the years cannot be underestimated. Overton left with his side on 201 for 9, and the innings should have been concluded soon after, but a tough chance was missed by Tim Ambrose to deny Patel a 6th success. While the same man, Tim Groenewald, was also dropped in the slips off Wokes. Unusual that, as the Bears have one of the safest slip cordons in the business. It meant that Somerset were able to get to a total that had seemed beyond them, although these shots from Groenewald and Alfonso Thomas suggest that the last pair took on the bowling. That wasn't necessarily the case. Both also played with the right amount of care and attention as they took their side to a second batting bonus point, and that could yet to turn out to be crucial in what is becoming a very tight division, especially near the bottom. 64 had been added in 23 overs by these two when the stand was finally ended by Clark, who took the second new ball and finally had Groenewald held by Hayne after the batsman had made 34. Thomas was left unbeaten on 32. All 10 wickets had fallen to catches, but none to the wicketkeeper. Somerset were all out for 265, Patel with 5 for 89, and it was left to Chopra and Westwood to see out the remaining 10 overs, something they did with few problems. They knocked off 22 runs in that time, which will see Warwickshire enter the second day of this match trailing by 243. On a pitch that should take more spin each day, they will want a decent first innings lead from here.